I remember it like yesterday when we were at the U.S. Open, and my dad was talking to you, Carolyn, and he was just like, oh, you should come to wrestling prep, and I was like, Dad, I don't know what wrestling prep is, and all of a sudden, like after U.S. Open, summer started, and my dad just put me on a plane to wrestling prep. I didn't even know what it was, and I remember telling my dad, I don't want to go. I don't know what wrestling prep is. What if I don't make any friends or anything? And then I get there to wrestling prep. I remember Michael picking me up, and we drove up to wrestling prep. Mm-hmm. I just felt like so welcomed, you know. Started that first couple sessions. I remember as soon as I got there, I went straight to the state champ room, and then I started wrestling with Josh Saunders, like in the games, and everyone started playing, and Jay Haney, Jordan, all these other guys, and I just remember feeling like I want to stay here forever.
Yeah, I remember that too. It's funny.
Yeah.
What was your first experience like, Drew?
Me, well, I went up with kids on my team. I went up with a kid named Vasquez, Ben Richard, and Blake Vasquez. And I only went up for a week, but it was a lot of fun just going with the team, you know. At this point, I'd never done anything like that big in the sport. I only qualified for Masters, so I knew I was good, but I wasn't like at that next level yet.
Wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal, but all those kids were super welcoming. Like that's where I met Gary and Jordan, a lot of kids like that, and just kind of build friendships up before. Even though I was only there for a week, it was definitely a great experience, and I loved it. It was so much fun, and that's why I came up next summer. I came up for 4 weeks, you know, and now it's building into even more of a relationship. So it's great.
Where are we now?
Now we're in Arizona for a 4-day clinic that we've been doing and stuff. I went to Super 32, NHGA, Flow. So.
And I remember as soon as we were warming up that first day, I wasn't even couldn't even do a backward roll correctly, and now I'm a model.
Same. Yeah. Now you're
now
demonstrating.
I'm doing backflips and stuff.
I remember that too.
I remember I used to cheat with David Campbell.
With David.
We just keep backing up when Carolyn wasn't looking.
It's so hard. You're so sore. You're like, no, no.
Jump up and just do a backward roll. When we had backflips, back bending, I just didn't do it. I just stayed behind that that huge, humongous line in summer camp.
And then sometimes she call you out, and you're just like, no, please, no.
No thanks. That's a no.
Just the worst is the second day when you're still sore, you know.
The third day is even worse.
Oh yeah, you're finally kind of getting over the soreness, but it's like, oh, it's the worst.
I feel.
That's the worst. No, I don't feel that at all.
And then we went to the AKA practices. No. No.
No, one week when I was first there, we had a practice in the morning, AKA middle session, and then we had match night that night.
Oh, yeah, I
think I went to bed after match night. I fell asleep after match.
Like after AKA, we went to like that Sweet Tomatoes, that one restaurant.
I did. That was the worst day of my life.
And we were all like, hey, how about we just
sore.
skip the next session?
And then
Carolyn's
like, no, we didn't say it. We're like, I hope Carolyn doesn't wrestle the next session. And she's like, everyone, she's on when we get back to the
yeah. And
to the
as soon as
facility.
we got back, we were all full, and we had to wrestle again, back bend and stuff. I was so done.
So done. That was horrible.
And then I had to wrestle Eric Yang for the first time.
Oh, that's miserable.
And then Jason right after that. And then I had like a 100-minute long match with Israel Saavedra. And then John Andretti right after that. Match night was killer.
Match night is so rough. I was going with grown men. It was not cool. Went with Peter a few times.
I don't hate going with Peter.
So rough. Those in legs.
Not just that. It's just so mean. Just throws in a hook.
I remember I almost took him down one time. I got so happy.
And then he took me harder.
Yeah, but then he countered me, and I was a little sad.
I loved it at night after the last session, where after everyone took a shower and ate, we started playing like dodgeball and stuff.
Oh yeah.
That was the best. I think Michael saw the picture on his Instagram. Like his first post.
It was me, yeah.
It was his first post.
That was a good night.
That was. Just didn't like it because my feet were always getting smelly because of the mats. After my showers.
Oh man. Good time. Good time.
Anything else y'all want to say?
From the wrestling prep.
Yeah, wrestling prep's where it's at.
You might be scared at first, but you just gotta get through it. It might seem like a scary place. Like, and
What's scary?
on your first impression of Carolyn might be like, oh, she doesn't know anything about wrestling. She know more than
And
everyone.
then she hand fights with you.
Yeah.
No.
Just hand fight with her. You're done, so. Just because she's a girl doesn't mean she doesn't know anything.
All right. Anything else before I cut this off?
No, ma'am.
No.
Love you guys.
Love you too.